Always great to see the family and friends together. It was great to see them. They're celebrating Trunks' ninth birthday. Now, this part was a little bit weird. So, as you all know, and I've complained about it over the years, Trunks and Goten, because Dragon Ball Super apparently takes place like 5 years after the end of Majin, after the defeat of Majin Buu, but 5 years before the end of Z. And of course, Dragon Ball DAIMA is a direct sequel that takes place 1 year after the end of Dragon Ball, after the end of Majin Buu's being defeated. But of course, these are before the events of Dragon Ball Super. So I mean, it's fine here. Trunks looks like a 9-year-old kid, and they're mentioning about, like, the height, and Goku starts explaining how, the Saiyans, they tend, Saiyans, aka Saiyans, they tend not to grow until they get to a certain age and stuff, like when they're like maybe 15 or something. And I still stand that the only problem with that explanation is that, well, Trunks, Gohan in the present timeline and Trunks in the future timeline both gradually grew at a regular rate. Even Son Goku, to a bit, grew at a regular rate. So why all of a sudden Goten and Trunks, they just stay as kids, and then once you get to Dragon Ball Superhero, then they blow up? So, I mean, that's my thing about that explanation that never really stuck well with me, is like, if only Gohan and Trunks in the future timeline didn't gradually grow, then I feel like it would make more sense. So that's always been one of my complaints there. But hey, it wouldn't be Dragon Ball if we didn't have plot holes, right, or inconsistencies. What was interesting, cool right here, is that we learned the East Kaioken, aka the Supreme Kai, and Kibito, they both split. Now, apparently, their reason here was that they had Majin Buu, the Fat Buu, absorb them, because just like Vegeta split when he was absorbed by Super Buu, they figured the same thing would work. Now, while I did find this a touching moment, because the hatred history between Fat Buu and the East Kaioken, aka the Supreme Kai, it was a really nice, touching moment to see them getting along right now. But one of my things here with this is, hopefully there's a good explanation. I'm guessing at some point, the East Kaioken and Kibito are going to have to refuse together, because when you get to Dragon Ball Super, it was explained that they used the Dragon Balls to split. So why they chose not to have Fat Buu go ahead and do that again, we're going to have to find out and see why. So hopefully that is explained and never left unanswered. Elsewise, once again, what would Dragon Ball be without plot holes? And then we get some sparring sessions, of course, between Son Goku and Vegeta, and man, this stuff looked good. Just look at the cleanness of the animation. I am so stoked to see the fights in this. The fights in this are going to be insane. I cannot wait. Once again, just Goku and Vegeta looking really cool. Galagon, and then Goku catching it with the Kamehameha, calling back to the epic Galagon Kamehameha struggles, one of the all-time greatest Ki Blast struggles in all of Dragon Ball. Man, let me get a sip of water here. That was fantastically, just really good. It was great seeing the struggles. Looks very similar to how it is in Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, honestly. Speaking of which, if you see at the bottom of the screen, all my affiliate and social media links are in the description comment below. If you haven't brought Dragon Ball Sparking Zero yet, check out my affiliate link for Amazon. Basically, it won't cost you anything extra, but it does allow me to make a commission, and it helps ultimately support the channel at no extra cost to you. So yeah, check that out below. But getting back to the fight, man. Son Goku and Vegeta just going at it. Awesome to see.